Hey guys, welcome. This is Dan Frio, the Rate Update. Today we're going to discuss, who do you use? A mortgage lender or a mortgage broker? Which one's best for you? Don't go away. We'll talk about that next. Okay, so now we're going to talk about who should you use. Should you use the bank like Chase, Citibank, whatever? Should you use a big mortgage company like us or Quicken, guaranteed rate? Or should you use a broker? Well, the answer, unfortunately, is it depends. Okay, here's what I mean by that. When you're calling somebody, you want these things. You want, do you have the product that I need? What are your costs and your fees? And how much help or guidance can you give me? Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is products. Okay, so let's talk about the banks. Usually big banks have just a generic set of guidelines that they'll follow. Then you have the big mortgage companies like ourselves. We sell our loans directly to Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and Ginnie Mae, meaning those are conforming loans, government loans, and everything. We sell directly to those entities, where if you're the broker, you're actually sending loans to companies like me, having access to all my product base, and then you can funnel your loan through there. However, when it comes to the lenders, it depends on the specific lender. How many programs do they have? So for example, if I can deal directly with Fannie Mae, I have every product that they have to offer. Freddie Mac, Ginnie Mae, I have every product that they have to offer. Those are the big government entities that control probably 95% of the mortgages in the country. Other lenders might just have, they might sell it to a bigger bank. They might only deal with, let's say, Chase or Citibank, so they can only offer their programs. So now the broker is going to be dependent on what lenders they're set up with. Are they set up with me? Are they set up with, who are they set up with? A lot of smaller brokers might not be able to get approved with a lot of lenders. So they might have just a small batch of products to offer you. So the sweet spot is, I wouldn't necessarily go to the big banks because they probably don't have the products you have. They're not going to be at your beck and call. So let's say, for example, on a Friday night, you need to put in a contract to buy a home. You can't get the bank. They're closed. On the other side, the broker, they'll be more than accessible, but they might not have the products you need, or they might be a small brokerage shop where you're dealing with that loan officer, and if that person's on vacation or sick or in the hospital, you can't get a hold of them. Or if you deal with a company like myself, we have loan officers, loan assistants, processors, and managers that all can take your phone calls and assist you in this process. The next thing is costs. Let's first talk about rates. So let's say we have a rate of X. So let's say the rate is 2%. That's where everybody gets their money. The bank, the lender, the mortgage lender, and the broker. Well, let's keep out the broker for this time of being, but let's say the big banks and the lenders. Let's say the rate's 2%, and I want to make a profit margin of, I'll just say 1%. Then my rate is 3%. And those are the lenders. So now you throw in the mix of the broker. They have to throw in their premium on top of that rate. So now they might want to make 0.5%. So now that rate is 3.5%. Follow me through that. The base rate is 2. The profit margin brings it to 3. Now you owe the broker fee on top of that of 0.5. Now you're at 3.5. I hope that makes sense to you. So in most cases, it's cheaper and more efficient to go directly to the direct lender because of that. The next thing is experience and training. And again, these are all dependent on the company that you call. If you go to a bank, you might just be talking with a receptionist that's plugging in your information, pulling your credit, and just saying, here's what we have. Then if you go to a broker, again, they're dependent on the products of the companies they're set up with, but what kind of training does the brokerage firm? A lot of brokers are small. They're mom and pop shops that have maybe 3 to 5 or 10 people in that group, and you're reliant on that group of people and their educational or experience. You have a mortgage lender like ourselves. My whole team, everybody's been in the market or in the business at least 15 years. I've been in the business for 33 years. So when a loan program comes in or a client comes in and they're like, okay, we're having a tough time figuring out this deal, we have a whole slew of people we can go to consult on that loan to fit it into the best program, the best way possible. So the experience is another huge element that you got to focus on. Now, niche programs. Okay, so one of the biggest niche programs right now, or people buying homes, is down payment assistance. If you don't have enough money for your down payment, you can't buy a house. No, you can buy a house. There are a lot of down payment assistance programs throughout the whole country. You need to be a lender to be able to participate in that program. So if you're looking for a down payment assistance program, the broker won't have it for you. The bank might not have it for you. But here at Preferred Rate, we have down payment programs across the whole country. So by calling us, we'll help you find that down payment assistance program, and we'll actually work on that and put you through that program, and we'll do everything ourselves. So the bottom line, what I'm trying to say is it depends. And I know you hate that answer, but you have to unfortunately kiss a lot of frogs possibly to find the best mortgage company. Do you have the time? Do you have the patience? Do you want everybody and their mother pulling your credit? Probably not. So when you're dealing with a broker, they're going to be completely dependent on the lenders they're set up with. If you're going with a bank, you have a very limited amount of products and a limited time frame on when you can get a hold of your loan advisor. If you deal with a mortgage lender like myself, the Frio team at Preferred Rate, you have access to Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and Ginnie Mae products. So basically every real estate or residential product out in the market, and you have a whole team behind you with experience and the ones that can be at basically your beck and call for 24 hours, 7 days a week. So that's it for today. I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, hit the bell so every time I post a video, you get an alert. Hope to hear from you soon, and I'll have the apply now button right down below in the description. Take care. See you soon.